Morning guys! My name is Dr. Rocker and this is my tutorial on how to use light sources on comic book drawings. Make sure to watch the whole video so you won't miss out on any of my tips, tricks and shortcuts I will give you here. So let's not waste any more time and get right into the subject. To demonstrate properly how to use light sources on a comic book drawing, we need a sketch. So let's do one real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we go. I went for the Batman and here we have our basic structure. When using just one light source, like demonstrated here, where the light hits our character from the upper right corner, the shadows look like this. Very dramatic and very easy to draw. Just shade everything in where all the forms throw a shadow. If you want to learn exactly how to use strong blacks, then check out the video in the upper right corner. There you will find everything you need to know about spotting blacks and how to use them on all those different body shapes. Okay, so now we have defined all the shades on our character. Looks pretty cool and dramatic, but when you draw some background or even just a dark cape, like in this case right here, you might end up with a drawing that's super hard to read, especially when it's inked and everything is just black. You would not be able to see where the chest ends and the cape starts. Putting in an extra light source might save your drawing. The easiest way to do that is to take an eraser like one of these and imagine that there's a light source coming from the opposite direction, which is this direction, but more from the side than from above. This could be street lights, a sunset or just a reflection of our main light source. Could reflect off a car or a big window or something like that. So we erase a small portion of our blacks to create a shine from the side. But make sure not to do just one consistent line like this all the way down, cause that looks unnatural. You need to variate the size of your rim light, like that. Use different thicknesses of the rim light so it will appear more natural. At some points the light will creep more into the darkness. Depending on the shape of the body part and the angle the light source, the second light source, hits the shape. If you only have a big eraser, it also works, but you will have to do this more too. You will have to redraw the blacks more often than when you're using a small eraser like I just did. And you can see already this looks pretty cool. And you can always go back and forth. I think this needs more reflection like that, and then I can use the pencil again to make a sharp line. But don't make a science out of it. Just follow the patterns like I do them here, and it's also quite nice if you go in and create more jagged forms with your lights, rim light actually. This is called a rim light. Just like that. Also here. The light hits even this area, although this is pointed towards the earth, because the light is coming from here, the second light source. You will be able to see very good on the head. This looks a little bit boring, but when you do the rim light, it looks way more interesting all of a sudden. Makes a big difference. Look at that. And of course, the light source coming from this direction doesn't only hit the body on this side, but also right here. So we also have to do those rim lights here on this arm. The powerful chest right here will prevent the rim light to be effective on this muscle here, but it will start here on the bicep. This one is spread out far enough. And so we have a rim light all the way down there. Like I said, not just straight lines. We want it to look interesting. Something like that. And of course, I also, again, need to draw it in properly with the pencil. If the rim light is really strong, you wouldn't see the lines from the bed sign, but in this case I still think it will look better to at least do the lines like that. Should your drawing not be as dark as this one, or also on some areas like brighter areas like this one right here, you can just add an extra line on the side just to produce an extra rim light. Just creating an extra line, an extra shadow to give the rim light more power. We can also do this right here, on the leg. Using 2 light sources is usually enough and has a very big impact on your drawing. In my opinion, that's all you need. However, should you be in the position where your character wears a pitch black suit, you can use another rim light on the opposite side from the one we did, in this case coming from the left side. But should you do so, this should only be quite thin, because you can still overdo those rim lights and this might hurt your drawing. Now I will ink this drawing real quick, because I want to show you a pretty neat trick on how you can add a light source after you've inked the piece. So, let's ink!
Yeah, she's got some nice long hair, and you know that she's a bad chick. All the boys stare, can't help it, it's a habit. Clothes that she wears, short skirt and a jacket. I just wanna get her all alone on a mattress. I just wanna have it, I just gotta have it. Rumors all around say her body is fantastic. All natural, not a piece of fur is plastic. Head to her toes, yeah, they say that she's a latch. Yeah, the whispers.
Here's our finished piece. You can see I've added some veins, folds and lots of details. And it's fine as it is. But should you feel like another rim light would be a great addition, especially if you would want to add a dark background on this side, then you could use a jelly roll or a white Posca marker to create another rim light. A small one here on the side. Let me show you. If you want to use a Posca marker, make sure to shake it first, like that. Now it's ready to rumble. We can use it to make a little rim light just like that, right there. Works pretty fine, as you can see. You can also use it to add some folds if you like to. And the good thing is, you can always go over it. If you think that that's too much, you can go over it with your usual ink tools. But also the jelly roll works fine. Just do the same thing, don't have to shake it, it's not as vibrant but still works good enough. And when you actually use a third light source like I just did, make sure that it's a really small rim light, not another of those big ones, because that might look weird. So don't go too nuts with the third light source, and at the same time don't go too less nuts with the second light source, because we want to have some life in this drawing. So for a little recap, there's our main light source, another light source coming from this direction, which produces this big rim light, could be the evening sun, And then there's a third light source, maybe a reflection of the second one from a window of a car, which produces this little light source, especially necessary if there would be a dark background on this side. And all these light sources would look exceptionally fine once the piece would be colored. I will not color this one, I don't have time, I have to work on my book, but you know what I mean. You know that there would be a lot of cool effects to be done when the colors would hit this piece. So if you want to color it, let me know down in the comment section. I could gladly send you a scan. Okay people, I guess that's all you need to know about light sources in comic book drawings. I hope I was able to teach you something new, or at least remind you of something you already knew but maybe forgot. Those are very important things, very good stuff to know, so I hope you got something out of this video. If so, a like rating is always appreciated, and should you be new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so you won't miss out on any of my future tutorials. And fitting for today's video, I want you now to go and watch this video. That's where I show you how to spot the strong blacks you need to be able to put in all these light sources. So that's a very important one, so make sure to check this out so you will know all about the strong blacks and then about the light sources. So have a great day, don't forget to draw every day, and see you there my friends!